Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. I'm on my lunch. I'm going to eat this delicious muffin. Here we are the day after WWE Fastlane 2015, and we're on the road to WrestleMania 32. We already know that the main event is going to be Brock Lesnar going up against, wait a minute, not Brock Lesnar. I think I've done this twice. I think I did this in my video this morning. I think we already know that the main event is going to be Roman Reigns against Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. Definitely a story that they've been telling for about 2 years now, since basically the breakup of the Shield, and Roman Reigns having to fight off the Authority and basically go through each guy one by one until now he's finally at the boss. This is like the end of an 80s video game on the Nintendo. He's going to win the championship at WrestleMania, and the credits will roll, and basically Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, we will start the sequel, and we will start the Roman Reigns era, and we will see what that has to offer, with lots of challengers coming in its way, and more than likely the first challenger that's going to come its way after WrestleMania, maybe after Payback, it decides if Triple H is going to wrestle one match or if he's going to wrestle two. I could see a lot of money in a rematch of Triple H versus Roman Reigns, and if you think about like the Batista era starting around WrestleMania 21, of course it was Batista beating Triple H at the Los Angeles WrestleMania, and then of course it would be, I think he beat him 3 times in a row before they ended up at the Hell in the Cell, and I think that was the one to end it. I think that was Vengeance. I could be wrong on that, but I don't know if Triple H is going to want to do that. Triple H is the guy that's always the guy that's going to put somebody over, but I don't think he's going to kill himself to put somebody over. He's got that little devil on his shoulder of basically knowing that he's got money to be made still in the company, and he can't kill himself off. But the first challenger to more than likely step up against Roman Reigns is going to be Dean Ambrose. And that's why I think Dean Ambrose has to have a special WrestleMania. I don't want to see him just stuck into some, ladder match for the Intercontinental title, or maybe some sort of high flyer, crash course match for the United States Championship that people are thinking they're going to do because Kalisto has the belt, and last year they did that ladder match for the Intercontinental title and it worked, so maybe they'll just keep doing that because it's been a piece of WrestleMania that's been missing ever since the Money in the Bank disappeared after WrestleMania 26 and became its own pay-per-view in the month of June or July. But I'm not 100% sure about this. I really haven't seen it, but I've been sort of playing this in my mind of what's a good angle for Dean Ambrose. And I honestly know there's a lot of people that are thinking that it's going to be Bray Wyatt going up against Brock Lesnar, but I think a better match and a better thing for the WWE as creating characters and creating a big feud that people will care about will actually be Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar one-on-one. And I know that the past few weeks we've seen Dean Ambrose sort of standing up to Brock Lesnar only to really get kicked down, and I know that will be a big part of the storyline, but anybody going up against Brock Lesnar is basically going to be that. Even John Cena was the ultimate underdog going up against Brock Lesnar when he fought him at Night of Champions in SummerSlam a few years ago. Anybody standing up to Brock is not going to be as big or as bulky or just as anything. Brock will make any man look like just a little midget in the ring basically next to him. But I think it would be awesome, and I know that they don't like to have Brock Lesnar lose all that much. They didn't even let him really lose to The Undertaker. If you think about it, with the SummerSlam match, was just a way to sort of, dupe you into seeing him get pinned. But in the end, it was after the bell had already rung, and Brock was thinking that the match was over, and Undertaker hit him in the cans, and that was just about it. But I think at WrestleMania, you need to have Dean Ambrose. You need to have him beat Brock Lesnar. And that way, when he turns around to fight Roman Reigns, whether that's at Payback, wherever it's going to be, you have him look Roman Reigns in the eye and basically say, hey, you might be the champion, but I beat the guy that you couldn't beat. I took this guy to the woodshed, and I was finally able to figure out how to beat Brock Lesnar. And time after time, you haven't been able to do it. I did it in my first try. And that's why I think I'm better than you. And, then you got a feud. Then you got something. Roman has to prove himself to Dean that, he can beat him. And it's a reason for him to want to beat him. Instead of just having, Dean Ambrose hit Roman Reigns in the back of the head with a chair, things that we've done 1,000 times. Push the envelope. Make him think that, this guy's actually better than him. So we'll see what's going to happen. WrestleMania, definitely a lot of questions are going to be answered tonight on Monday Night Raw. But as of right now, I think a great match for WrestleMania would be Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose, one-on-one.